Yo, Revolver here, and welcome to the 37th episode of the Ayaka progression series. Even though it was an exciting week, I have to say I wasn't able to play as much as I wanted to. Well, it also had to do with me working on the next video. So yeah, but it was still an exciting week regardless. My friend finally pulled for Hoyoverse. We pretty much started on the same day, and I still remember when he pulled the first time for Hoyoverse. He didn't have much primos, but besides losing one 50-50, he was able to grab off C1. The second time around, he won all the 50-50s and was able to get C3. I still remember that I told him not to pull for the weapon banner, and it has now paid off. Because he had Yelan, he couldn't lose on this weapon banner at all. And here he is, obtaining the Cimoooooooo first, then the Staff of Homa, and winning every single 50-50. I was really happy for him. He saved up for a long time for this, and it's only fair that he's the one who gets the final con for Hoyoverse before I get to the final con for Ayaka. I hope you don't mind if I tell you about this now, even if it has nothing to do with the Ayaka Prog series at all. For me, it was just a very awesome moment. I don't do much co-op, mostly just with him, but I still remember when he helped me out to pre-farm artifacts for Ayaka, and how we got mobbed around. Those were times. Enough of that, or I might start to cry. Besides doing my dailies, I condensed mostly my resin for the upcoming days to farm the mats for Yugioh. I also leveled her up for now to level 70, her E and burst to 6. I gave her for now the Skyward Spine, and 4-piece Deepwood Memory. I have to try her out for a while before I decide whether to level her up to 80 or not. The event that I was excited for has also started. The context of the event is actually really cool, but the story of the event is gonna end on Monday, so I can't tell you much about it until then. If I've understood it correctly, the warrior spirit is pretty much a martial arts showdown, and at the end there is the exhibition match, where the crowned champion can prove his skill against the shogun, with the help of an emissary. Ayaka was chosen by the folk as the emissary, which is super cool. How they said in the story, Ayaka doesn't show off her sword skills very often. Pretty much never. Because of that, I think it's awesome that Ayaka was chosen for such a role. Ayaka is, lore-wise, not that strong of a character, I guess. If you read Ayaka's story, you would know that she is not the most talented, that she would work really hard to master the arts of the sword. Ayaka's character is not really about being the strongest, but more about her growth. And because of that, it made me kinda smile when I heard that Ayaka was chosen as the Archon's emissary. I just love the whole concept of hard work. It's just the best feeling, especially if it pays off. I'm glad for Ayaka that she had such a moment on screen. Even though, in typical Ayaka fashion, she wasn't really confident about her skills. That makes her so likable though. Well, characters that are modest won't also underestimate their opponents. As a result, it can also be a positive trait. Well, I'm excited to see how this turns out. I was already more than satisfied with the great description for the Spring Bloom, but it makes me happy that they are involving her that much in an actual cool event for once. Man, as if I wasn't already too biased, they make it even worse. The chances of pulling for other characters are getting worse and worse. Anyways, if I get around to it, I will talk about the conclusion of the event in the next episode. Because, if I'm right, next week could be the 3.5 preview, and if it turns out like that, I might add my reaction to it, like last time. Another exciting week is coming. That's it. Stay safe, guys. See ya.